Be ready. 15 seconds. Farmers are our Annadata. Every year under PM Kisan Samman Yojana, direct financial assistance is provided to 11.8 crore farmers, including marginal and small farmers. Crop insurance is given to 4 crore farmers under PM Fasal Bima Yojana. These, besides several other programs, are assisting Annadata in producing food for the country and the world. Electronic National Agriculture Market has integrated 1361 mandis and is providing services to 1.8 crore farmers with trading volume of rupees 3 lakh crore. The sector is poised for inclusive, balanced, higher growth and productivity. These are facilitated from farmer-centric policies, income support, coverage of risks through price and insurance support, promotion of technologies and innovations through startups. Our prosperity depends on adequately equipping and empowering the youth. The National Education Policy 2020 is ushering in transformational reforms. PM Schools for Rising India are delivering quality teaching and nurturing holistic and well-rounded individuals. The Skill India mission has trained 1.4 crore youth, upskilled and re-skilled 54 lakh youth, and established 3,000 new ITIs. A large number of new institutions of higher learning have been set up in all parts of the country. PM Mudra Yojana has sanctioned 43 crore loans aggregating to rupees 22.5 lakh crore for entrepreneurial aspirations of our youth. Besides that, Fund of Funds, Startup India and Startup Credit Guarantee schemes are assisting our youth. They are also becoming Rozgar Data. The country is proud of our youth scaling new heights in sports. The highest ever medal tally in Asian Games and Asian Para Games in 2023 reflects a high confidence level. Chess prodigy and our number one ranked player put up a stiff fight against the reigning world champion in 2023. Today, India has over 80 chess grandmasters compared to little over 20 in 2010. The empowerment of women through entrepreneurship, ease of living, and dignity for them has gained momentum in these 10 years. 30 crore Mudra Yojana loans have been given to women entrepreneurs. Female enrollment in higher education has gone up by 28% in 10 years. In STEM courses, girls and women constitute 43% of enrollment, one of the highest in the world. All these measures are getting reflected in the increasing participation of women in workforce in the country. The impact of all-round development is discernible in all sectors. There is macroeconomic stability, including in the external sector. Investments are robust. The economy is doing well. People are living better and earning better with even greater aspirations for the future. Average real income of the people has increased by 50%. Inflation is moderate. People are getting empowered, equipped, and enabled to pursue their aspirations. There is effective and timely delivery of programs and of large projects. The multi-pronged economic management over the past 10 years has complemented people-centric inclusive development. Following are some of the major elements. 1. All forms of infrastructure, physical, digital, or social, are being built in record time. 2. All parts of the country are becoming active participants in economic growth. 3. Digital public infrastructure, a new factor of production in the 21st century, is instrumental in formalization of the economy. 4. Goods and services tax has enabled one nation, one market, one tax. Tax reforms have led to deepening and widening of tax base. 5. Strengthening of the financial sector has helped in making savings, credit and investment more efficient. 6. GIFT, IFSC and the Unified Regulatory Authority IFSCA are creating a robust gateway for global capital and financial services for the economy. Lastly, proactive inflation management has helped keep inflation within the policy band. Geopolitically, global affairs are becoming more complex and challenging with wars and conflicts. Globalization is being redefined with reshoring and friend-shoring, disruption and fragmentation of supply chains, and competition for critical minerals and technologies. A new world order is emerging after the COVID pandemic. India assumed G20 presidency during very difficult times for the world. The global economy was going through high inflation, high interest rates, low growth, very high public debt, low trade growth, and climate challenges. The pandemic had led to a crisis of food, fertilizer, fuel, and finances for the world, while India successfully navigated its way. The country showed the way forward and built consensus on solutions for those global problems. The recently announced India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor is a strategic and economic game changer for India and others. In the words of Honorable Prime Minister, the corridor will become the basis of world trade for hundreds of years to come, and history will remember that this corridor was initiated on Indian soil. Our vision for Viksit Bharat is that of prosperous Bharat in harmony with nature, with modern infrastructure and providing opportunities for all citizens and all regions to reach their potential for the growth in all the fields of life here. Now I want to deal with another point about the price rise and inflation. The earlier speaker compared with other countries, but I feel that even this 10-point rise in the wholesale price index would be much more, and its effect on the consumer price index would be much more. What I want to bring to your notice is that whatever figures the government dishes out to us, I am not in a position to believe in those figures. It is because of the fact that the manner in which they are collected and compiled gives a distortion. That is my point. Even this increase by 10 points or 9 points or 10.4 points would have been more had there been much more consumption by the people. What is the purchasing power of the people? All the people have not got the purchasing power. Under consumption of the rural masses, under consumption even of the city poor, have helped the government in maintaining the so-called 10-point rise. Had there been more consumption by the masses, the inflation rate would have been much more. That is my point. So the government is benefited by this under consumption and lack of purchasing power of the poor masses, both in the rural areas and in the city areas. This is one of the redeeming features.